with the Diesel and the Jet. This is Ernie Johnson. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. For this Toronto squad, they've been dealing with a lot of challenges. They lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll with a win tonight. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Raptors in Toronto. Just 1 point.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Toronto right now, DeRozan at the 2 with Rose playing the 3. Warren is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Joseph in at the 1 spot. Clock is at 3. McLemore inside the line. Finds himself wide open and drills it. McLemore's got the first points up on the board for the Nets. Pass to Valanciunas. Ross dishes to Joseph. Toronto working the ball around now. The feed to DeRozan. And it's sent back by Lopez. But they'll get another chance. Tries it again. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
We'll go to Dorisburg, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Now, here's Joseph. He's tightly guarded. And there's the 3-second violation. Here's the kid. This game an scoring display for him.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Raptors trail by 4. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The kid passes to McLemore. Here's the kid. Out to the wing. And the pass to Young. 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's DeRozan. 38 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Screened by Valanciunas. Pass to Joseph. Here's the 3. The shot no good. Great D that time from Bryant. And even 3-on-3 break. Shots good from Young. Young's got his second bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Joseph. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking, just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Screen by Young. The dish to Lopez. From 11 feet away. Goes back up. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And DeRozan, here we go. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Nets leading by 6. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Brock. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Pushing their lead to double digits.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And a moment here to see the numbers for the kid. First in scoring, first in assists, and he steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Now here's Joseph, covered by Brock. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's McLemore. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Pass to Brock. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. McLemore inside the line.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Joseph dishes to DeRozan. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. DeRozan's got 8.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
He kicks it to Valanciunas. Mitch McGary's checked in for Hollis Jefferson.
Mitch McGary.
And the Raptors with the ball. 8-point game. Dishes it to Warren. Ross kicks to Valanciunas. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. In a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting two men in the league. Ben McLemore on top.
And, you know, two-guard is where we traditionally find the best shooters in our league, and he's no exception to that rule. I mean, look at the success he's having from three-point range.
And, Greg, the key to that success for me is his constant movement without the ball. I mean, he works extremely hard to create and find the space he needs to get his shot off.
Brooklyn with the ball.